everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Two running backs will take the field today in hopes of leading their team to victory out on that field. It's Forte's Jets going up against Rob Kelly's Redskins.
We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. A few minutes ago, it sounded like the 4th of July on the National Mall as the hometown Redskins were introduced to this sold-out crowd. They are set to go as their guys will match up with the New York Jets. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Shift together here from the D-line. Petty now. And Austin Safarian-Jenkins has it. And the ball is knocked out. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Here's Petty. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody covered. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. That's 30 yards now in the last two plays. Back-to-back 15-yarders, and they're rolling. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me. Good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Now a run. This is Bilal Powell. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Zach Brown in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Following the interception, Cousins. On the catch, it's Crowder. And this one will be taken up. They'll spot it right at the 7. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series, they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Offense coming up, needing 2 yards on 3rd down. And with the play clock winding down, Jay Gruden's going to use a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And they're just a couple of yards shy of a first down here on 3rd down. Cousins to throw it. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he will have the first down as he's up to his 17-yard line. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Again, it's Cousins. This one complete to Jordan Reed. And he's brought down after a good gain. A really nice gain of 25 yards. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it, because now everyone gets locked in. The confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down. Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down. To the air again. It's Cousins. He'll drop it off to Pirine, complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. We'll give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. A first down throw for Cousins. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
You know, every time we talk with people about the most important quality for a quarterback to have in the NFL, what do they usually cite?
Arm strength.
Yeah, and that's really way down on the list. Accuracy is one of the bigger ones, maybe the foremost one. That's what he needed on that play.
So the D-line's going to spread out. Play action now. Cousins. He's got his man on the crossing route. Touchdown, Washington. Jamison Crowder, 48 yards. And the Redskins have taken a first quarter lead. Personally, for him, a great opening drive. He had 3 catches, including the touchdown.
That felt like tremendous scouting, great film watching, and creating a game plan to start this off, not only to get him involved, but to send a message to the defense. You can have a lot to handle in this one.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by DJ Swearinger. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. On 1st and 10, Cousins. Out to the left, it's complete to Dodson. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Cousins now on 2nd down. Looking for his tight end read, and it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
And the catch made here by Sharon Peak. And they're going to have this one up near the 30-yard line. A good pick up there of 20 yards. So the offense has it 1st and 10. This is the running back, Powell, and he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. With Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Jets in possession as we begin quarter number 2 here. They've got a 2nd and 9 to start things out. 9 yards still remaining here to pick up the first on 2nd down. They'll look to throw here. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Bashaud Breeland. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but here, let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Buster Screen. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
They begin with a carry for Powell. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
He'll look to throw. Incomplete over the middle, Safarian Jenkins. And they're going to get this one up past the 25. And a nice gain of 21 yards. In motion left goes a tight end. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And his throw is incomplete. Jordan Leggett, the tight end, his intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
So incomplete on 1st. Let's see what 2nd down has in store. Now they'll toss here to Powell. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go. They'll look to throw. And he fires one, but incomplete.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have gets chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind. They'll try and throw for it here. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Kendall Fuller, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Well, when someone other than the quarterback is throwing the football, it's either beautiful or a disaster, and here it was the latter.
Nowhere in between, right? You're exactly right. It takes some fortitude to call that type of a play, but when it doesn't work, oh, boy, you wish you hadn't.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
In motion, Safarian Jenkins. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Caught, Safarian Jenkins, right side. And he's brought down after a good gain. 23 yards on the play. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. They find some open field here. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. 31 yards there and a 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
They go again with Powell. And this time they were ready for him as he's taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Here we go now. 3-19. Detroit. Gone.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. This is caught. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Robbie Anderson from 19 yards away. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. Catanzaro out now as he'll kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Redskins offense now, they get set to take over here. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Muhammad Wilkerson in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Second down, Cousins. Now they go screen. It's complete. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's third down. Now the Jets are going to burn another timeout. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. Third and long for Cousins. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Buster Screen. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Two minutes to go here in the first half. Back to FedEx Field following this short break. In motion, Safarian Jenkins. Petty now. The quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal. They'll try and sneak it here. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
Oh, yeah, good surge defensively. Sometimes you can just tell by the way a quarterback lines his feet up behind center. He's going to try and sneak it in. And they catch him here and stop him for no gain.
They'll run. This is Powell. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Bilal Powell punching it in from a yard away. And the Jets are able to strike for 6. Catanzaro now for the extra point. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead. Catanzaro out now as he'll kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now the Redskins offense, they get set to go back to work here. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. The first down screen pass, good for 5. Cousins trying to get his guys up to the line of scrimmage quickly. A first carry for Samaje Perine. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. Big boys down there in the trenches, and a nice play to stop them cold. Nothing there.
Yeah, when you talk about big boys, you're talking about those defensive tackles, those nose tackles. They're not just big, they're immense, and what a big-time play there.
It's brought in by Doxson. 18 yards the gain for number 18. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Cousins on first down. And a hook up over the middle to Pryor. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. Cousins now from the 50. He's going to let this one go deep. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now. They were trying to get it there to Josh Doxson. And it's third down. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know. But all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one. Much more like lead.
The Redskins on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Cousins again. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Well, sometimes those cliches really come true, don't they? When they talk about it takes all 11 to play good defense. We've seen that in this ball game. I think the secondary has to be singled out, though. They are in the presence of every receiver whenever the ball's thrown. And this one, they help force another incompletion.
Now Cousins. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Sometimes we wonder about play calls, but this one made perfect sense to me. He's got the only touchdown that they've scored in this game. Tried to get it to him again on another deep ball.
Yellow, yellow, yellow. Line out.
On second down, Cousins again. Looking deep downfield. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
On third down, Cousins. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. This is taken at the 10. And he'll be out of bounds, getting it across the 25. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Jets take possession. And some changes here as the D-line separates some.
Watch it now, buddy. Leopard. Leopard.
They start the drive with a give to Powell. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. Here's Patty. Safarian Jenkins has it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And put a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
That's caught right side by Anderson. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Robbie Anderson. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead.
Let's go. Detroit.
Back to throw again. That's caught at the 2. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. Catanzaro out now as he'll kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
On 1st and 10, Cousins setting up the screen to Kelly. And they'll get him down here at the 23. A good pickup there on 1st as the screen pass gets him 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Now a second down throw for Cousins. Caught on the right side, Reed. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Cousins to his big target. Reed and the Redskins have a first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I've got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more.
Cousins now on second down. And Reed with it over the middle. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. To give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Well, if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Leonard Williams coming hard that time. He's able to run him down for a loss of 12. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. Now we've got whistles here before the snap. Was this on the Redskins? I think so. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Here's Cousins. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll be fourth down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is fielded at the 7. Great blocking, nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now the Jets offense gets ready to head back on the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they? I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Bashaud Breeland. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game, and so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
Cousins to throw it. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he gets it down to the 32. It's a gain of 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And this one complete to Reed. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed, as that's going to move the chains. And this will be a dump off for Kelly. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll make it a 2nd down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line's just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe you keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence, because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
And he will have the 1st down before he's tackled at the 12. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. Throwing is Cousins, being chased out left, and incomplete. Jordan Reed was the intended target, and now it's 2nd down.
Out routes are always timing routes, and if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he led him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds. 2nd down following the incompletion. Cousins. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Leonard Williams in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Back now at FedEx Field. It's the Redskins with the football, but trailing here as we get down to the good stuff. Quarter number 4. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. To throw, Cousins. And now here's another interception. Marcus May with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. The 40, 30, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. 85 yards. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's second down. Cousins now. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Now Cousins. But the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Steve McClendon able to drop it for a loss of 12, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Tressway now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks at the 28. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
Here we go now.
They go play action here on 1st down. Rolling to his right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on, and it's 2nd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. His throw incomplete. He was trying to find Ardarius Stewart, and it's 3rd down.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
And now another one thrown incomplete. I don't know, he had to be pretty quick with his fingers to start and stop after the ball hit the ground. I'm giving him some credit.
Well, I'm thinking about the mental focus, you know?
Yeah.
On the mental focus of the whole
that's
thing.
true.
Got to stay with it.
That's true. On 4th down, Edwards. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Bashaw Breeland. Charles, when plays like that work, it's a thing to behold, but sometimes we see why they're very deep in the playbook.
And how many times have we been at practice and heard all the other guys chirping about, you know, I used to play quarterback in high school, I can do this, until it becomes a game situation. Not quite the same in many cases.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Following the interception, Cousins flushed out right. And he'll be out of bounds. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Defense showing blitz. First and goal, Kelly. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Rob Kelly taking it in. And the Redskins capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And they'll get set here looking for the 2-point conversion. Now we've got whistles here before the snap. Was this on the Redskins? I think so. Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. He's got it, and the score's now 27-14. Here's Hopkins now out to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Now the Jet offense about to take over as they head out onto the field. Now a play fake here on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern.
Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movement. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8. Second down, Cousins. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
Cousins on 3rd and 2. He finds his target. It's Crowder. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Jamison Crowder, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Redskins have made this a one-score game. Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. And the lead will shrink to 6. Here's Hopkins now out to kick it away. Now it's Lucky Whitehead on the return. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy. because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down. So they're leading. They have possession of the football, and certainly this is where they just want to milk the clock.
Here we go now.
They'll run again. Again, it's Powell. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Here's Powell. And some room to roam now. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Green, 30.
And now this defense trying to use the clock to their advantage. They'll take the timeout here with 2:08 left, and then they'll have another stop coming up at the 2-minute warning.
Leopard, set, 3, Leopard, Leopard. All right, here we go. 3, 19.
Toss play, Powell. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. So the D-line's going to spread out.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney. All right, now, Lucky 56. Lucky 56 now. Green, 39. All right, now, Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Leopard, Leopard. All right, here we go. Leopard, Leopard, Leopard.
They run with Powell. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays.
Here we go now. Green, 99 Philly. Here we go.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Detroit. Watch it now, Barney, Barney.
Petty now. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Partner, you absolutely cannot take a sack in that situation. Now, it's also 4th down.
And with the play clock counting down towards 0, Todd Bowles will take a timeout as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. Here's Lachlan Edwards now in punt formation, but as we've seen, that's no guarantee he'll punt the football. Now it's Crowder. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Redskins will take possession with a 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
They run with it. It's Khaled. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. He's back to throw. Flush to his right. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Morris Claiborne. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for, and that'll bring up 2nd down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He's going to float this one. It got his man complete. Past the 20, 10. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Catanzaro out now as he'll kick this one away. So out now come the Redskins. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
On the catch, it's Crowder. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. A 1st down throw for Cousins. Escaping the pressure right. Now a desperation throw. It's caught inside the 25. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And that will write a finish to this ball game. Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes.